Hey folks, this is Bardic Dragoon, and I'm sorry for making you sit through my fashion show last time, considering I decided to change a few pieces of armor anyway. And also, welcome back to Mass Effect 2. When we last left off, we died, and then we woke up from being dead. Worked out kind of conveniently for us. So we're about to meet the man who's apparently responsible for all of this.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
From what I hear, I cost you a fortune. Why'd you do it?
For the defense and preservation of humanity. I didn't spend 2 years and billions of credits bringing you back to serve as a common soldier. But humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and Negeth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Nothing you say is going to convince me to trust you. I need more than words.
I'd be disappointed if I could persuade you that easily. Go and see for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Okay then. Well, that was... I feel like informative isn't the right word I'm looking for, but I can't think of a better word for it. So, apparently now we're being ferried off to somewhere else to go do stuff.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
Are you naturally this bitchy, or is it just me?
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it, or we can do it.
Oh, it won't let me unholster my gun. Not that it'd let me shoot her even if it would.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Cerberus gave me my body back. That's worth giving them a chance. One chance.
But you're still not convinced. Do you trust me, Commander?
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, We don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Okay, then. I guess, you like the ideals, you hate the people, so...
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah. I'll probably be in this one doing a lot more talking to just random people than I did in the other one, because I mentioned the way that Paragon and Renegade scores work in this one in the last video at the whole. It's a percentage-based system of what you can potentially earn. So to keep on top of things, you want to do as much stuff to gain Paragon and Renegade points as possible. So, I'm going to be doing that. La 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 la.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
By the way, I'm curious. Did you guys hear the random, really bad singing from me during that loading screen? I'm kind of curious how the... because sometimes it'll, temporary freeze up on the loading screens. I don't know why. Not particularly concerned either, but, I'm just curious whether that's actually a thing. Okay, where is... Oh, no, I don't want that big boy. There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Switch up.
Rearming.
Okay. So, now that we're here on an actual mission, let's talk a bit about leveling up. I saw it briefly when I first started the game, so they gave me some free experience points. But yeah, as you level up, you of course gain points that you can spend to upgrade your powers. The system is a little bit more direct than it was in the original Mass Effect, where you leveled up the talents that applied small and increasingly worthless percentage buffs to, whatever, and then occasionally got an actual ability. This one, it's all about the abilities, and that's one of the reasons I kind of like this, the design of this and 3 better, is because that focus on abilities kind of makes more sense for an action RPG rather than the numbers behind them. Though there is still a certain amount of the numbers game going on here. Most prominently in every character having a class skill, such as a Vanguard I have Assault Mastery, which basically boosts health, weapon damage, power recharge time, and Paragon and Renegade score, which is why I don't think I'm going to be putting a lot of points into this in the beginning. I think it boosts the actual amount of your score. So obviously and since that whole percentage-based system, I feel like you want to do it when you have more points for it to provide a larger bonus to. But again, I haven't been able to find anything specifically talking about how the Paragon Renegade bonus from this works in relation to the whole, morality system the game's got going on, or the Paragon Renegade, however you want to call it. You also see it in the AI characters, or your squad mates, or however you want to call them. But theirs are usually pretty weak, like Jacob. Oh, look, just minor bonuses to health and weapon damage. I mean, admittedly, he's mostly a gun-focused character, except, occasionally pulling enemies. So, whatever. That's not a bad choice for him, but yeah. She gets a little bit better in the fact that she actually boosts squad health and weapon damage. So she's useful having the party, but the percentages aren't that great. I mean, due to the fact that when you get to 4th level, you can actually choose one of 4 or one of 2 options. So you don't actually get to see what the value is on a 4 or level 4 until you reach it, and then it'll explain what each of the 2 levels are, or you can just look at an FAQ or a wiki, whatever. But yeah, the percentages aren't great unless you decide to totally max them out. I'm not too keen on that. We'll get to those eventually. The moment being, though, we're gonna focus her on leveling up her actual abilities, because we couldn't figure it out since squad mates only get 2 active powers and then a 3rd one that you can unlock by completing certain requirements. You'll talk about that much later in the game. So you kind of base where they are, and she's kind of basically a sentinel. You notice 2 abilities. One is tech, one is biotic. He's more of a vanguard, with the one biotic ability and then one combat ability in the form of an ammo power. So, you know, whatever. But yeah, we're going to be focusing mostly with leveling up on actual abilities first. My main thing is to first unlock pull, then unlock cryo ammo, then max out cryo ammo and charge, mostly because the bonuses you get for having those maxed out is actually pretty good compared to, you know, the other stuff.
Everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
So that's where we'll be focusing. Take a few levels first to make much progress, just because the fact that as you increase your level with a certain power, it takes more points to reach the next level.
Strange.
And you never
No
gain more
bodies,
than 2
no
points at a
structural damage,
time.
no
And
signs
even
of
then,
battle.
that's actually for most of the game, you do as Shepard. Oh, by the way, if you open the tactical menu, like I said there, you'll actually see an arrow or arrow on the radar pointing to what direction you need to go. Oh, also, I have DLC installed, so you'll actually see, for some reason, even though it doesn't give you the option to swap out your weapons before the mission like it normally would, your AI partners will actually equip the DLC weapons automatically on this one. I don't know why, but it doesn't give you the option to use it. And also, I don't care. Some of the DLC weapons are pretty good. Some of them are mediocre. But overall, they're not bad options. But I want my DLC shotgun. It's a good shotgun. By the way, I mentioned briefly in the last video warp detonation. Let's show that. Have Jacob lift the enemy, and then that's basically a warp detonation. Actually, no. Heavy pistol.
Shoot him before I stun him.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, I want to do that. Robot security dogs! Because that's what the world needed. Admittedly, it's not a terrible idea, I suppose. What the heck is shooting me? Oh. You again. Oh, let's... warp detonate you.
They should have recognized us as human.
Nope,
Someone
that is the
programmed
wrong
them
way
to
on
attack
the
on
wheel.
sight. We're not alone here.
Okay, there we go. By the way, I'll also be searching on the levels, because the things you find are a lot more useful than just heaps of pointless equipment that isn't that great, like the other game. Here, it mostly comes in the form of money, which is a bit more useful in this, mostly because you don't get as much as you did in the first game. But you can also find resources, and resources are very important, mostly for boosting the power of your squad, because you actually have an upgrade system. We won't be seeing it for a little while. No. Okay. Apparently, I don't know which key is which on my keyboard here.
Have engaged.
Okay. Charge! Okay. Well, now the button's working, but it won't let me charge because I don't have a target. That was weird. Charge didn't seem to be working for a second there. Hey, whatever.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
By the way, the option here I'm about to select, you can actually only choose if you completed the set of Geth missions, the 5 that we did that one time hopping around. I don't remember which galaxy or which star cluster it was. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, you find those 5 Geth bases, and then give the data to Tali. Otherwise, this option doesn't show up here.
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tali. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Everyone else is dead. What makes you think Vitor survived?
We saw him when we landed.
You saw him? Then why isn't he with you already?
Vitor was injured, and he was always, nervous.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Alright. So, first of quite a few, reunions.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Yeah, I see
Thanks for the
them.
warning. We'll take care of it.
By the way, these fuel tanks, even though they look like the ones from the first game, do not explode like the first one
I
did.
see you, Shepard.
Oh, so they didn't shoot him. I guess he doesn't explode. Okay, sure, why not? Alright, let's see. Although, for some reason, this mission seems to be very low on ammo compared to what I remember it being.
Target down! Got it.
By the way, this game does have one thing to be aware of, because I kind of mentioned already the multiple health like we're seeing on those robots here.
Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want
course
to
not.
find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
But certain weapon types do certain damage to more, or to certain things. For example, well, actually one thing to be aware of is pistols have been split into 2 categories. Heavy pistols and SMGs. SMGs, such as my machine pistol here, do more damage to shields and barriers, whereas heavy pistols deal more damage to armor, and shotguns also do more damage to shields. Similarly, actually, no, I'm going to continue with that.
Change weapons. Good call.
So that's why you saw me switch it out, since those enemies only have shields. It makes sense to go for things that will do the most damage to shields over anything else. Another thing to be aware of. Since this game you don't have, like, not everything has health beneath the shields.
Yes!
Oh, right. Gonna re-equip the shotgun. I mean, admittedly, it still does good damage against shields, but
You're done!
since these are enemies we're fighting from far off, the shotgun doesn't really make a lot of sense.
One less! Got it.
Well, except for certain shotguns. Oh, hi. Why are you still alive?
Hurry, Shepard. We are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vito first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
So yeah, this is where the game teaches you. You can tell your squad mates where to go.
Moving to cover!
You can't tell them where to shove it, but,
Take point,
you know,
Shepard.
that would be
We'll cover
rude.
the door.
Why are you telling me what to do? I'm the one in charge. Shut up. Yeah, this ain't going too well for
Heavy
them.
armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is going to be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
None of the guns we're holding are the guns we're holding. I don't have an assault rifle, and that's not the shotgun he's carrying. Of course, that's not really terribly surprising. It's a common issue in this particular game. Actually, you know what? The one thing to be aware of, I think I was starting to talk about this before, but lost my train of thought trying to kill things. Even though they don't affect the enemy, biotic abilities do still cause some slight damage.
I've got him!
Oh, great. Jacob! I mean, he didn't seem to do much good for Miranda there, but, you know, don't stand out in the open.
Right!
Alright.
Switch up. Here we go.
Oh god, ow. Ow. I should not have done that. Explosions in your face kind of hurt. Ow. Okay. So. Time to pull out my walking around shotgun. Probably loot this place, and also, yo, Tali, you okay?
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Okay, cool, whatever. I just wanted to see if you're okay. I'll deal with this whole Vitor thing in a moment. Throw some boxes on the way. Because I feel like it. Still getting a little used to the controls. I still keep expecting shift to run and space to open the menu, but no, it doesn't work that way in this one. That was the previous game. This works differently.
What's this?
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Mechs will protect. Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of swarms. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We finally find a witness and he's so off his nut he can't even tell us what he saw.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Caden Alenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Where's Liara Tisoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
So, say hello to our new ship, which is essentially just a redesigned version of our old ship, so make that what you will.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
And another loading screen. Yay, loading screens. Loading screens that freeze up occasionally. That's fun.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
And without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Now that we've established who's in charge, let's move on to these dossiers.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
And it now gives us kind of just a quick tour of the important stuff in Galaxy Map. As before, we choose our missions from there. Private terminal, basically, mainly that serves for, well, you can check on certain things with the squad, but mostly you check emails that just give little plot details. We can select weapons there, but we can do that before every mission, so not a lot of point there. The elevator will take us to other parts of the ship, which, yeah, makes sense. We go to the captain's quarter, we can customize our appearance. There's also random little doodads and trinkets you can have in your cabin. And alongside the logical story reason of getting Morden Solus first, we also want to get him because he gives us access to the computer lab, or the lab, whatever it is.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Which allows us to purchase upgrades using resources and such, which, of course, is very useful. Also, another crew member here.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Let's keep this professional, Yeoman.
Yes, ma'am. Anything else, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
And yeah, we can read private messages. We can also review what upgrades we have here. We haven't upgraded anything, so nothing there. You can watch combat tutorials. I forget what team status does. Yeah, it just tells us that, and then those are ones that we can currently recruit. Those are ones that blacked out ones that we can't select, or ones that we can't recruit for the moment. And then spam email. Most of it right now are just telling me things about DLC, because since I have the digital version, plus I purchased some of the DLC, there's all kinds of stuff here. Actually, I want to keep that. Alright. And since Joker wanted to talk to us, I guess we'll go talk to Joker. And then we'll finish up our tour of the ship here before calling it a day. Boom. But I don't think you get experience points for codex entries. I can words right now. By the way, pretty much in any room you can talk to Edie. She kind of stays here
Trimming
mostly.
compensators, decimal 1-2.
But yeah, you can talk to Edie in any of the rooms. She kind of explains where you're at, what's there.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
I don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Maybe you're right. I guess it's hard to argue when they install an AI to spy on us. We're staying though, right? I mean, the seat is real leather.
Good to see you're keeping it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather?
You can talk to him in the first game, and he's still fairly interesting. Bit more plot relevance on, why he's called Joker, why, like, what random disease it is that he has that makes it that way. He's pretty much, he can't walk. Well, he walked there, so like that's a bit of a overstatement on it. But yeah, he's essentially crippled. So, open. Back here we have the briefing and comm room. This, outside of story cutscenes, literally serves no purpose, so we don't need to go there. This is our armory. As the thing explained, we can go to the weapons loadout, or weapon locker to the loadout. That's where Jacob hangs out.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk. And you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
By the way, if you couldn't figure it out, he is former Alliance military. It's actually the first mobile side game to
you've
the series.
received a new message at your private terminal.
When? I just cleared out all the spam. Or are you talking about the ones that I haven't actually read yet? Because they deal with things that we're not going to be dealing with for a couple of videos. Yeah, just talk about that. But yeah, because there was actually I believe it was iOS exclusive, but it's not available anymore. Otherwise, I'd have done a playthrough of it. It's like really stupidly short. And this is, by the way, this is our quarters. We have customized armor and appearance. By the way, you can change the music, because that's a random thing. You have a fish tank. It's empty now. You can actually buy fish to put in there. Doesn't do anything, they just look pretty. You can buy model ships to put in there. You can access your private terminal from here. You can also view achievements. Unlike the first game, none of the achievements, except I think beating the game, the achievement for that does unlock something that actually does something. I just don't remember what. But yeah. But as I said, there was a iOS game that was basically an interquel for Mass Effect, or I think it was an interquel. No, it takes place before the first game, because at the time the Vetarians had an embassy, and it deals with apparently that was part of a terrorist plot or something, or rather they planned to use their embassy on the Citadel for something like that. And Jacob gets involved along with ends up meeting Miranda, and Jacob gets involved with the whole thing, and that's kind of where he first meets Miranda, first comes in contact with Cerberus. Look, we have a bathroom. We didn't have a bathroom on the last one. We had a shower. Possibly 3 showers. I'm not quite sure. Personally, I like the multi-angle rain shower thing, and that's what it looks like we have, so I'm going with that. By the way, I fear for the future, this is what toilets look like. And I suppose they're more economical on space than like actual toilets. But really, I think I just prefer the urinal concept.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collectors.
And yeah, you can like walk into rooms and listen to people's conversations.
Important that she have a first birthday.
Oh.
Shepard, the women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
My ship, don't tell me what to do. I thought the game didn't let you go in the men's restroom. Though, to be honest, it looks exactly the same. It's not like the actual differences between men's and women's restrooms where you have urinals rather than toilets. So admittedly, when the restroom only has 2, places to go to the bathroom, yeah, arguably it doesn't really matter that there's only 2, whether they're urinals or not. You only have 2.
Surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
By the way, you can talk to the chef. There's actually like a little mini side mission you can pick up pick up from him. I don't think it does anything like. It doesn't really have a long-term thing. By the way, guess who's back?
Commander Shepard. I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising. Even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Cerberus ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
By the way, that's it doesn't have long-term consequences, but that is a thing that does have impact in the 3rd game. So, good to know. So, where is... So you notice in the elevator, it actually tells you what levels different crew members are on. Not that they move around, they all stay in, one room or one place. But yeah, Miranda's here.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Don't give me lip. Don't. I heard that tone. That tone said you were being snarky. No. I'm in charge. Just reminding you. My eye on you. Snark to your commander. What are you even thinking? Anyway, so that's the 3rd deck. 4th deck, engineering. We currently don't have anybody hanging out down here, but we'll still take a quick look. There. Where's the drop shuttle at? Yeah, whatever, I don't care. But yeah, since the crew members would be down here, we haven't met any of them yet. We can walk around though, and there's Edie. There's our engine. I'm gonna throw a fork at it, see what happens. I imagine it would probably end badly, but I wouldn't at least give it a try. Either you can talk to them. They're mildly amusing. I don't think I'll be doing much of that, or maybe I will, I don't know. We have down here, which I literally don't know why this exists. I'm thinking, I'm guessing the cot is for when the engineers, they're pulling long-term duty and just need a quick place to catch a nap. One of your crew members does eventually end up there, but trying to figure out why is there a cot down there before that crew member shows up, it really serves no purpose, actually. Alright. So, pretty much the game officially is starting now. The first two stuff was more or less kind of the prologue and beginning portion of the game. But now, it's time to start for real. And as suggested, we're going to go to find one Professor Morden Cerberus to see about having him join our squad and join our mission. Why? Well, because I already spent the points here. I haven't spent the points yet. Yeah, I'll leave that till later. But yeah, because having him join does some good things for us. Gets us equipment, upgrades, and though it doesn't matter if you recruit him first or not for this one, you know, have him develop a cure for, or at least a vaccine for not getting paralyzed when we have to deal with collectors is probably a good idea. Anyway, until next time when we get started into the game or the main game as a whole, blah 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 blah. I can words. Anyway, till next time. Later, folks.